Hello, I'm Seth Johnson with Land House. So it's a balmy 18 degrees outside and windy. So in today's tiny house video, we're going to be working inside. And I thought, what better project than to build the walls of the bathroom? So let's do that now. So here's what I'm thinking. For the long ways, 64 inches or so puts me right in through here. It's almost 5.5 feet. And then, I go this way. I'm thinking do 3 feet and 6 inches, so 3.5 feet. Gives us about where this block is. So the composting toilet will have a sliding drawer in here, and maybe a little cabinet over here for towels and stuff. And then there'll be this little space here for your feet to go, and then a tub here for taking a small shower. So let's build these walls. To get started, I've got a treated 2x4, and the reason it's treated is because it will be touching concrete. And I'm going to measure out 40 inches here. And then use our circular saw here. Let's go this way. The next cut is going to be a 2 foot and this will be for the side wall. I'll show you all these together here in just a moment. And lastly, I'm going to get a 20-inch cut here. Alright, here are where these pieces are going to go. Something like that. So it'll be a tiny little wall over here where the hideaway door is going to be. And then these two walls will just be solid down here. And then this is the 2 foot door. So the composting toilet drawer should come out here to about here. So there'll be like a little shelf space in this tiny spot here. So, demonstration. Here's your composting toilet. So I just tested something without you. Should have brought you along. But I will bring you on the next one that I do. I put these anchors into the ground here, and my drill only had enough juice and 2 batteries to put 1. So I'll have to charge up again. This drill is at least 8 years old, so it's getting pretty old. But so it's kind of like when we put our top plates down on our concrete. Just kind of holds things in place. Almost out of battery. Hope I make it through this. So this will basically allow us to anchor to the concrete like that. So we'll have, instead of just having the wall to anchor to, we'll also have the floor. So I got 2 more of those for these other 2 boards. Because the wall we're putting in is going to go between these 2 ceiling joists or floor joists, whatever these are, for the loft, I'm just going to cut a 2x4 to fit up in here so that we'll have something to anchor to. So that needs to be 14.5 inches. The next step that I'm going to do is find out the height we need for our wall boards. I found the height of the wall to be 82 1/4. So I'm going to measure out here. 82 1/4. And we'll get this cut down here. See how well this fits in here. Afraid of that. About 1/4 of an inch off. I can probably use it here on the back side because I think my ground slopes up that way. So we'll save this one for next time and cut another. Got this board put up here. Let's see how close it is to level. Very level. All right. Well, since this is not really a load-bearing wall, I'm just going to nail from the top and then toenail to the bottom because it's going to be difficult for me to get this wall set up into this frame. So, start nailing. Well, here's the first part of our wall in, but it's too cold to finish, so I'm going to come back later. So I'll see you then. Well, it's been 3 weeks since I worked on this tiny bathroom because I had to get the roof on before the snow hit, but I'm back. So to get my treated lumber onto the concrete floor, I'm using this, which is a wedge anchor. This one's a 3/8, 3 3/4 inch long, and basically it's just a screw that's threaded with a punch at the other end, and this allows for this wood to be anchored to the concrete. The first thing I need to do is drill a hole through this board, and I'm going to be using a 3/8 inch wood bit here, and I've got this board marked off on the concrete where I want it, so I'm going to get that in place. Okay, now I'm just going to take my drill and put a hole into the wood here. Okay, then use my pencil to mark where this is going to be going onto the concrete. So that I can put the hole into the concrete. Now that the hole's been marked, I've got a 1/4 inch masonry bit, and I've marked with tape how deep I need to go to set this in. And my batteries are fully charged, but this is a really old drill, so It'll probably use both batteries to get this one hole in. Okay, now you can see that the hole has been drilled down and it goes to the tape there. So I've got a 3/8 masonry bit now to make this hole the finished size. Hopefully, let's see. I cleaned off our work area here, make sure everything looks nice. So, just gonna match up our board once more and make sure our hole is in the right spot. Now for these things, you're supposed to put the washer and the bolt nut on here, and then let's see. I might have to whittle this out just a hair. I suppose whittle is the proper term. Whoops. Okay. Let's try this again. So that hole fits really good. Hammer. Okay. So let's make sure this right here is matched up. Very nice. So I might try and tighten that just a little bit, but what's happened is that ring on that screw there has expanded inside the concrete, and that's not going anywhere. So that went on pretty easy. It's very secure. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this other side done without you, and then we'll start framing up these walls. So like before, we're gonna have to have boards between our rafters here so that the wall can come up and butt up against. So I need to find out how long to cut those boards. 14 3/4, and then yeah, so 14 3/4. There's a nice contrast shot for you. As more stuff gets put up on the building, the light seems to go away. So 14 3/4. Gotta have 2 of these. Let's get this guy installed here. Dusty. This might not stay whenever I nail into it. We'll just have to see here. Now that these two boards have been installed, I'm going to measure to get the studs for the actual walls here. All right, 82 inches there. So we'll get that one first. I cut this just slightly too big, hoping that it will have a really snug fit up in here. And it will. So I'm gonna go from this way. Yeah, very nice. Time to hammer these things in. But first, I think I'll make sure they're level. That way is good, but this way needs to go. Where's my adjustment tool? There it is. Oh yeah, much better. Nice. Some real close proximity here. Kind of hard to get some room to nail these in, but we'll do the best we can here. There we go. I have the two boards here installed on this side. Just have the runners up top with the boards, and then just toe-nailed here at the bottom. And so now, I think what I'm going to do is on this last span, put a board in there and put two boards down from it. And so I won't have to toe-nail a board in here, just over here. So let's do that. Yeah, so this span's gonna be a little bit longer than the rest. Looks like 20 inches and 3/4 inch. 20 and 3/4. To make sure that I'm putting these boards in the correct spot, I'm just using a long 2x4 here and putting it flush up against the base, the bottom, and that will tell me if I'm getting these in the right spot or not. And then I use my level, which is halfway across the building. Yeah, so I use my level here, and helps me determine where I'm supposed to put this top board. I used to have a level. Let's see. Yeah, about there. So I went too far. Very nice, right there. And that concludes the walls of the bathroom. So they look pretty nice. A lot of space in here, and then I think a lot in here as well. But they're not really support walls, so I think it'll be all right. It's kind of fun using those anchor bolts down there. And the walls are up, so everything seems very sturdy, and I think it's going to make a great little bathroom. Not very big, 2-foot wide opening for the door, but it's going to work out quite nice, I think. And had my first real injury besides a blister on the job. Hit a nail from the OSB board. Well, I'm Seth Johnson with Land a House. Thanks for watching this tiny house video, and I will see you next time. Bye.